Hello and welcome to the Astro Vibe of the Week. I'm Shira, the founder of Abracadabra Astrology, a place for astrology loving, quirky weirdo women to embrace their truth and turn up their shine. And this is your Astro Vibe of the Week. This is a super potent, very magical, heart expanding, truth elevating kind of week. It has a Leo new moon, and this Leo new moon is directly opposite Pluto in Aquarius. So there's a lot that is coming through for us around the themes of your authentic voice and your heart's desires and your heart's truth. So let me just start with the Leo vibe and happy birthday season to all of you beautiful, magical Leos out there who deserve to get complimented every single day for your magical, loving heart and the way that you give so much life and so much love to the people in your world. So I just want to give you some love and let you know I love you. I think you're beautiful. I think you're amazing. This is one of my favorite signs of the whole zodiac wheel. And you know what? I don't have any planets in. So let's talk about the new moon in Leo and why it's so powerful and why this week might be also a little confusing if you are listening to a lot of different astrologers and you're hearing about the Mercury retrograde in Leo. So let's start with the Leo new moon. So we've got Leo new moon at 2 degrees Leo because this week on the 22nd, the sun moves into Leo, right? And then on Thursday, which is the 24th, we have the moon and the sun both moving into 2 degrees of Leo. So this is early in the Leo journey. Now, in the body, in the anatomy of astrology, Leo literally rules your heart and not just the muscle pumping blood all through your body, but also your energy center, your heart energy center, where you connect your lower chakras, the lessons of the lower chakras and this material realm, and your higher chakras and your connection to higher source, wisdom, divine intelligence, higher frequency, all of that meets in the bridge of the heart. So, chakra energy centers 1, 2, and 3 are about surviving, living on this material plane, making sure that we have food and shelter, safety and belonging, making sure we have connection and community, and that we are able to set healthy boundaries and we have willpower and we have strength and we're able to speak up for ourselves and be in our truth. The heart is the bridge of that material grounded energy and the higher chakras, 6, 7, 8, which are about intuition, inner wisdom, your ability to just know something without having to look it up, without having to gather evidence, without having to consult ChatGPT. In fact, it doesn't exist. There's no higher chakra energy in ChatGPT. It only comes within you and your connection to silence and your own truth and your own wisdom. And then from there, you connect to source through 7. And then there's an eighth chakra, which is about a foot above. And now we are talking about connecting to the collective energy and being able to tune into collective wisdom and tune into these morphic fields of energy from a state of awareness that we're not pulled down into them. We can look from above. Now, the heart is the bridge between the upper realms and the lower realms. And in the anatomy of astrology, Leo is the heart. Okay, so even though heart is actually an air element in different wisdom traditions, Leo is heart and it is backbone. So the way that I connect to this energy, this new moon, this Leo season, and this Mercury retrograde in Leo is how do you connect your sense of knowing your truth, which lives in your heart. How do you connect your sense of safety and security? One, two, and three, your ability to speak up for yourself, to know what's good for you, to be on this path of growth and evolution that changes your relationship to the external world so that you feel more in your power. That's energy center three, in your power, and bridge that with how you express yourself and how you comfortably show up in any place, knowing that no matter what, as long as you are connected to your own individual truth, connected to your heart, connected to this sense of trust in the universe and what's outside of you, and being able to bring that into your heart and share that with the world, you will be so divinely led. You will be so good to go. So, Leo traditionally is about how you express yourself and how you show up confidently in the world. This is me. Here I am. I have a big heart. I have a lot to share, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for love. That's Leo. Leo tends to get the spotlight in traditional astrology, as in the energy shines upon Leo because it is ruled by the sun. The sun is the brightest, most life-giving star. We need it in order to survive on this planet. Think about how much energy comes from the sun. The plants we eat gather energy from the sun. Our skin gathers energy from the sun. We are like locked into this circadian rhythm grid. We rise with the sun, we sleep with the moon. Well, some of you are up at 1 a.m. for sure, up with the moon, but you know exactly what I'm saying. So the sun has enormous amounts of energy pull on this planet. We feel often like we feel better when the sun is out. We feel like we finally have energy, we're alive. And for those of you who have long, cold, dark winters, you know just how powerful it feels when the sun comes up and things start to warm up. So that's Leo. Just being around the energy warms you up, makes you feel more alive, makes you feel more loved. You can feel your inner confidence coming up. You can feel your self-expression coming forward. The challenge with this energy is that it often creates performance, where people with a lot of Leo in their chart feel like they need to be the sun. They need to be making sure that their energy is good enough for the people around them, that they are giving enough love, that they are showing up pretending sometimes to be happy, smiling when they don't want to smile, performing in their day-to-day lives, because that is what they've been taught is going to give them love. When the truth is, the love comes from being in deep relationship with their heart and their soul. And the more in relationship, and this is for everybody, the more in relationship with your heart and the more in relationship with your truth, the truth of your soul you are, and you just shine the way that you are so that all the other bullshit just falls away, the illusions, the limiting beliefs, all that stuff, it just falls away. We're talking about the energy of fire. It burns up illusion. It purifies until it finds the truth. So in the shadow, it's, I need to be a certain way to be loved. I need to be pretty to be loved. I need to be smart to be loved. I need to succeed to be loved. All of these are illusions of the Leo channel, because Leo is learning that to be themselves is the highest expression of love, and they will receive the most love. It'll rain down upon them when they find their truth. And that means that even if their truth is disliked misunderstood, whatever sort of reaction externally that one might get from expressing themselves, whatever that reaction is, the Leo's journey is to learn to still exist in relationship with the highest truth of their heart, no matter what falls away. So this is a very eye-opening week. And I do believe that every Leo season, every Leo new moon, and every Leo full moon that happens on the other side is exemplifying the energy of how we exist in right relationship with ourselves first. Because our relationship with ourselves is the start of all other relationships. And when I say our relationship with ourself, what I mean is right relationship. What is right relationship? It is when you are in the frequency of gratitude, compassion, kindness, trust, so that you are able to exist in a way, to be in a way that you feel like you are just so fucking lucky to be born you. Like it was a gift from source that you were born you. And any challenges that you have, you are able to see them as lessons in growth. Every big challenge, every little challenge, you're able to see it as an incredible lesson in growth, a opportunity for you to do better, for you to know more, for you to be wiser so that you can be happier and you can be more yourself. And when I think about this Leo self-love, really deep, heartfelt connection to our deepest portal of the heart, it pairs with compassion, like epic, crazy amounts of compassion, not only for other people, but for you, your own compassion for you and what you've been through. And then the next piece is your ability to go through something tough and rewrite the story and say, you know what? That lesson taught me to be the way I am in the best way that I could be. And I am so freaking grateful that I experienced it because now with this understanding and this like higher lesson of knowledge, of wisdom, I can spread that into the world. I can take that lesson and I can make my life better, not only my life better, but the other people in my life, even the people I haven't met yet, I'm making their lives better too. Because we're all connected in this morphic field. And when one person experiences a breakthrough, we feel it in the field. It's like a domino effect, which goes to the next point of the people that you're around. So the 5 people that you spend your most time around, and it can be online, it can be in real life, it doesn't matter. It could be on TV. Like if you're watching Love Island for the majority of your time, of the majority of people you spend time with, those are your people. The 5 people you spend the most time with are an amalgamation of you and the energy that you are existing in, the beliefs you have, the kind of thoughts you have. So when I'm thinking of Leo and I'm thinking of existing in our truth and in our heart, I painted that heart, by the way. Boop, boop, boop. Heart with the wisdom eye, with the third eye in it. Those people are going to reflect to you your place, like where you are and where your thoughts are. And sometimes the people in our life reflect to us what we've outgrown. And they give us an opportunity to shed another layer and go to the next realm of truth. No, so here's where the new moon comes in. So I'm going to share my screen. This new moon, powerful in so many ways, especially because it's in the sign of Leo, which is the sign ruled by the sun, which is the most life-giving energy. A new moon is when the sun and the moon align perfectly. So we've got 2 degrees sun and we got 2 degree moon. The sky will be dark. We will not see the moon because the moon is new and it is joined forces with the vibrant, life-giving force of the sun. The moon is your emotional realm. It's what is under the surface. It is your moods. Just like the ocean has tides that go in and out, the moon brings tides. The moon brings our moods and our changeable energies. With the sun and moon both in Leo, we have a wave, even though it's new. And on a new moon, the tides are usually low, doesn't matter, because all water goes to its lowest point. So we're kind of catching it, almost as though there was a glass of wisdom from the sun and wisdom from the highest expression of the heart of Leo being poured into a cup that you can drink. This is the Leo new moon. So Leo, as I said, it's the heart and it's your backbone, how you stand up for yourself and how you stand up for your life, how you stand up for what you believe in and who you care about, and how you most gracefully have compassion and grace, most gracefully have compassion and the ability to shed and walk away from things that do not serve you and do not honor your heart. How do you honor your heart? That is how you love yourself. You honor your heart. You do the things that you know are good for you. And you're the only one who really knows in the deepest way what's really and truly good for you. No one else outside of you tells that. It's part of your intuitive wisdom. It's part of your connection with your soul. The more connected to your heart and your soul you become, the more conscious you become of what is best for you and what it's time to shed and walk away from. So we have sun, moon, and Mercury retrograde all in Leo. Sun and moon at 2, Mercury at 13 on this new moon. Mercury has this special skill that a lot of people don't talk about, and it's the ability to go between worlds. So Mercury, the messenger, is able to go into the underworld. If you've ever heard the story of Persephone being taken to the underworld and the messenger that goes between the worlds to connect to Persephone and her mother is Mercury. So Mercury can go into the underworld, deep into the underworld, and connect with our subconscious realm and what is under the surface. This is part of the power of Mercury that we don't usually hear about. When Mercury is retrograde, we have more access to our subconscious and our underworld. And our subconscious is 95% of what we experience in our life, even though you think that it's not. 95% of the energy in our brain is going from neural networks that were made in the past. So that means most of our energy is actually coming from the subconscious. On this new moon, there's an opportunity for the subconscious to actually rise up because we've got this retrograde Mercury. We also have all the way until the end of Mercury retrograde to receive insights from the underworld, from our subconscious. And if we're really smart about it, we take out our notes app on our phone or we have a pen and paper to take notes. And when we become conscious, when a thought from beneath the surface rises up into our brain and we can become conscious of it and we can write it down, we gain enormous amounts of power. Because what is unseen is often what's controlling us. And when we see it, our higher self, our connection, gains the power and it no longer controls us. I love Mercury retrograde because it has this super deep, super powerful ability to bring things up and show us how we can be better and do better. And if you're watching this channel, you are someone that is here to be the best versions of themselves that they could be. So you'll want to know. You want to know what you don't know. Don't you? Don't you want to know what's under the surface? I know that you do. So this is a potent time for that. Not only that, but this Mercury retrograde on the new moon is squaring, so giving tension into Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. Black Moon Lilith is energy that's been suppressed. Things that we want that we don't allow ourselves to want. Ways that we want to be that we don't allow ourselves to want to be because of fear of what will happen. So much suppression lives in Black Moon Lilith. Lilith was kicked out of the garden. Before Eve, there was Lilith. So the energy of abandonment and fear of not doing the right thing, not being enough, whatever it is, lives in this Black Moon Lilith. And because Mercury retrograde is in this angle with Black Moon Lilith, you might want to break free from some shit. You might feel the call to like rage it out, to get Kali Ma to help you clear and release constraints of the past. The other super wild energy happening is the direct opposition from this new moon of Pluto at 2 degrees. Pluto at 2 degrees. An opposition pulls things apart and changes the vibration of our access to the thing. It can also stretch things out and help elongate our understanding of something new that we don't understand. Pluto is about alchemy. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and that is deep, deep, deep digging. Deep digging until you get to that place where you know you, in your heart of hearts, have struck gold and you are ready to shed like a snake and clear what has been limiting you or what has been holding you back. Pluto in Aquarius is about your authenticity. Aquarius and Leo, this polarity, is about your authenticity and how true to yourself you can be. So the question for this moon is, how true to you can you be? And are you willing to be so true to yourself that everything and anything that is not in alignment with your truth gets polarized? It gets zapped. It gets freaking swooshed away from you because you're in the vibration of your truth. Now, it doesn't just happen at a snap of the fingers. That's the truth. You know, it takes some clearing. And you can clear by writing down what you want to clear and burning it. You could clear through neural reprogramming. You could clear through Kundalini. You could go on a 3-month freaking deep dive with me where we clear all the shit and shine as bright as possible. But for this new moon where we're at right now, think about fire to clear. We've got all this Leo, we've got fire in the house. Leo matched up with Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Aries and Leo, that is like burn, baby, burn. How do you connect with fire? Are you going to write down what you want to clear before this new moon and then light it on fire? Be careful, by the way. You could go to a like yoga class and sweat your shit out. You could put on music and just dance until you collapse on the floor. You could do fire breath, really powerful cleansing breath in Kundalini yoga and in different types of breath work. What's the way you're going to clear? Because to be honest with you, this is such a good moon for letting go and shedding. And then the more you can lean into that before the moon, so Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday, the more powerful your new moon intentions are going to be on the other side. So I would focus on clearing. I would focus on like shaking your body. Shake it out. Do your central nervous system shake. Because when the new moon hits at 2 degrees and you've been through the process of clearing, you're going to have wild amounts of power. Because on the other side of the snake's shedding is a new beginning, brand new beginning, full of potential, full of energy. And with this new moon, because Pluto is opposite, full of scorpionic power. Scorpio has incredible manifesting abilities because they are relentless, relentless energy. It doesn't come from just setting it and forgetting it. It comes from setting it, setting the intention, and then getting your energy aligned with the intention, being it, being it, really feeling it in your body, getting into that frequency of it, and then being relentless about it, not giving up. We're talking about this Plutonian will. Plutonian will, you can't fight it. It's your power. It's your strength. It's your alchemy. Super exciting new moon. I am all about this new moon. It's also supported by Saturn and Neptune. There's a beautiful trine with 2 degrees sun and moon, and then 1 and 2 degrees Saturn and Neptune. Neptune's in the front. Saturn's holding up the rear, saying, listen, you can do this. You can do the hard thing. That's what Saturn comes in with, especially in Aries. Saturn is like this disciplinarian force that can be your best friend because they're like cheering you on, like you have got this. But sometimes if we use Saturnian energy in the wrong way, it's the part of us that puts pressure on us and makes us feel like we have to or we should. I don't want you to use Saturn that way. That is limiting. It is old school. It's not about what you should do or what you have to do. It's Leo. What lights you the fuck up? And then Saturn, go get it. Go do it. Think about Saturn as your best friend, helping give you the internal staying power to complete what it is that you want. What it is, what you want, that you want, don't you want it? So I'm going to stop here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I am just sweating in this summer heat that I'm in. Um, Final words for you are metamorphosis. This is like metamorphosis time. When we get into Leo season, you become this unstoppable light force. Even if you're tired, even if you're going through it, just think about this as like the divine supreme metamorphosis, where you're coming into greater self-expression, you're coming into greater awareness of your heart's desires and all the shit that comes up. Just being aware of the shit that's coming up makes you a more conscious being. You can ball it up and you can throw it out. You have that power. So thank you for joining me. Happy new moon, happy Mercury retrograde. And if you want to have more support and you want to go on a deeper journey, a 3-month journey where you clear your old programs, your limiting beliefs, all the shit that keeps you stuck or feeling like you're not living your absolute best life ever, and you learn how to embody and embrace the highest expression of your birth chart through all parts, not just your sun, moon, rising, through all parts. I'm talking your North Node, I'm talking your Saturn, I'm talking your Uranus, through all parts, all houses. Then I'm going to leave a link below for you to learn more. In order to go on this journey, you do need to have an interview, a call with me. It's totally complimentary, but I just want to make sure that you are in a space in your life where you are ready to do deeper work because it can't be just anybody, right? We want to make sure that you're in a space where you're ready to do deeper work and that you're really open to some mentorship and you are open to doing things different than you've done them before, because that's the secret neurological trick is you got to do something totally different to get a different result. So if you're here to shine brighter, you're here to step into greater authenticity, you're here to love yourself 10x, Infinity X, check out the link that I'm going to leave below and hop on a call with me and I'll give you the details. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. So grateful for you. I will see you on the other side.